Hey, what's going on, guys? Ponplus Way here. Today we're bringing you guys another Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League video, and today we're bringing you guys the best build for Season 2, and it is the exact same build as it was last episode with Two-Face. There is no reason to me why this build still isn't the best build in the game. With the Poison Ivy gear set, the combination of the Tier 2 Two-Face, and then the synergy between Scarecrow and Dr. Poison, and then obviously the icing on the cake, the Firefly Grenade. It is still the most overpowered thing in the game. Currently, I'm only at Mastery 225 as I'm making this video, so I'm going to make updates later on showing that this build is possible to get to Mastery 1000 because it's just super easy with this build. But if you guys want to see a pure like Season 2 build, please drop the number 2 in the comment section down below. And also, as I've mentioned in my previous videos, this build is universal for every character, so feel free to pause and look at all of my talent trees for each character. As long as you're running the exact same items I'm running with Quinn, you can run it with any character and still share the same, I guess, effectiveness and just pure total destruction this build brings. And here's my squad talents. But yeah, if you guys want to see a pure Season 2 build with only Season 2 items, please drop the number 2 down. Even if you leave a comment, just put the number 2, because I'll make a pure Season 2 build. But for now, it's still just very clear that this is the best build in the game still. Something about the Ivy gear set, man. I don't know what it is. And when you combine it with the Two-Face Tier 2 and then Dr. Poison Scarecrow synergy, like what I said, it is a destructive combo. And I don't think Rocksteady has any plans of patching it, so I don't really have any plans of not using it, because it's just, it makes the game kind of on easy mode, because as most of you guys know, the game can get pretty difficult, especially last season, or last episode, or technically last season, last episode. After Mastery 50, like, enemies just didn't take damage from guns, so the only way you could really do damage was through grenades and the Ivy gear set, so which is why I'm still using it. And as you guys can see, this is pre-recorded footage, by the way, but I mean, this build is just as destructive, even in a Miss-Freeze season. You know, Fire is still just as overpowered, because obviously with Killer Frost, she absorbs heat to become powerful. I talked about it in my last video. However, I will say there's a very strong possibility that this build can get nerfed when Captain Cold comes out, because I have a strong feeling that they're going to completely nullify burn damage once Captain Cold comes out, which in my opinion I think would be a nice change of pace for the game, because I've just been running the exact same build for the last few months because I just don't have a reason to. I mean, as you can see, I'm just flying around with the Diablo Blaze facility and I'm just burning enemies to a crisp. And keep in mind, a world that's completely frozen. Where's the logic behind that? I really don't know. But the fun factor, I would say, is just on top. You know, I just love flying around and chucking grenades and burning enemies. Yeah, you know, over here on my channel, we're not going to use guns. We're just going to use grenades and burn afflictions, you know. But like what I said, as I've mentioned previously, you know, just drop number 2 down below in the comment section if you guys really want a pure Season 2 build, because I'll make it, and I'll try to find a way to make it valuable and just stronger, so it can be a nice alternative. But for now, I mean, this build that I have constructed is still just overpowered in my opinion, and it's just kind of, in this, you know, obviously in this game it's a looter shooter, run whatever you want, it doesn't bother me, but it's just kind of stupid to not run this build in my opinion, especially if you want to get high leaderboard placement, high mastery level. Basically, that's just how I see it. But you know, like what I said, I'm just happy to see that, you know, a lot of people are coming back and giving this game a proper chance now. And you know, because from my videos, I've seen a lot of people commenting and asking, hey, what's the best build for Season 2? Hey, what's the best build for this? How do I do this? How do I do that? So, like what I said, honestly, run whatever you want to run. If you're having fun, that's all that matters at the end of the day. But in my opinion, I'm a sweat on this game. I was a sweat in the Arkham series trying to get leaderboards on Joker's Funhouse and all of those different challenge maps back in the day. So I'm doing the exact same on Kill the Justice League. So I'm just saying, this is what I'm going to run, but that doesn't mean you don't have to run it. It's just, this is what I personally recommend. If you want to get to Mastery Level 1000 the fastest, the quickest, the easiest way possible, this is the go-to build. But like what I said though, still doing a lot of testing, still trying out a lot of different things. Killer Frost Infamy set's a little weird in my opinion. it doesn't really clarify much. It's really more like a fire and ice build. It seems to be the best alternative, but I'm just trying to find the balance between what do I put my ice affliction on, what do I put my burn affliction on. And it's not like resources aren't a problem because I'm stacked with resources. Obviously, you can tell from the top of the screen. Um, it's just, once I get the mastery, probably around mastery 500, I'm gonna make a Killer Frost build, just a pure season 2 build with all the season 2 items. And like what I said, as I've said it time and time again, if you guys really want to see that, just drop the number 2 down in the comment section, and I'll make it, guys, for you. Because I mean, people like to say this game's a big steaming pile of garbage, but it's the most popular thing on my YouTube channel, so you guys clearly like watching it. But here's the last mission. I literally finished this mission in like 60 seconds just because of how overpowered the Diablo Blaze facility is with the combination of the builder running. And obviously without the IV gear set, I don't think this build would be as overpowered. But it's kind of the combination of, it's really just the perfect storm of running all of the best items in the game. We have the tier 2 from Two-Face, Scarecrow, and Dr. Poison synergy, which I would say is a big part because it gives you 100% boost to afflicted enemies, and for some reason it's like a flat rate, so that 25% boot, or that 25% tick damage from, or just flat out damage from Ivy turns into 50. It's really confusing because half the time I feel like with this game especially, what an item says it does, half the time it doesn't even really state that. Like, if you get what I mean. I can't really elaborate or explain what I'm trying to say because I'm going to say something stupid like how I did last video. But yeah, as you guys can see, we're already down to 50 enemies and we're just going crazy. And I didn't mention it, but you're like, how am I getting so many grenades? I'm meleeing because the tier 1 Bane piece back from season 0 gives you a 50% chance to get a grenade when you melee. And as you can see, just like that, the mission is done and over with. So yeah, this is my favorite build, probably so far in this game. It is just destructive and a lot of fun. Don't even really have to use your firearm. I mean, you can. Certain missions, I would say, do require to use your firearm. But until they either completely nullify burn, nerf the firefly grenade, this is the best build in the game. I'm going to be doing a lot more testing and probably bring more videos once I get to 500, 750, and 1,000. And then if you guys want a pure Season 2 build, let me know. Anyways, though, this is Pineapple Sway. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thanks for all the support on the Suicide Squad videos. I'm glad to see that my videos are no longer getting recommended to the crappier side of the community. Anyways, though, like what I said, peace out.